Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Noma Factory GTCEu hard mode. Alright, so today I want to get into some progression. Last episode we were working on the Distillation Tower and I think we made a drill. I also got it enchanted, so it has the efficiency 5. This thing just tears through ores and the nether, especially the nether. I did go on some mining trips off camera. Got a lot of copper, although I think that was earlier. I did get a lot of tin. Do I have any other? Oh, I do have some more in there. Oh, not much. Okay. So yeah, I did good. I did do some more mining. I also did some more machine setup. Just a few machines, I believe. I did add more turbines here. There we go. And then last episode I had gotten the tower made up, but I hadn't got it to completely build. Well, I fixed it, and right now this is running off of charcoal byproducts. So I have moved the pyrolyzed oven over to making charcoal byproducts, which, if I check out that liquid, if I distill it, I'm going to get wood tar, wood vinegar, and wood gas. And we're going to be processing these three. Not really sure what this is for, if at all, right now, but the wood tar, of course, gets turned into benzene. And the wood vinegar has some uses here: methanol, acetic, water, ethanol, methyl acetate, and acetone. But wood gas has some stuff that we're going to be wanting very soon as well. Monoxide, actually I think carbon dioxide mostly, ethylene and methane. That has some uses, I'm sure, later down the road. But yeah. So let me just get back up here. I need to figure out, I need to make some more ways to get between the bottom and the top level here. I think elevators we can get, but I need wool and string. Also made a second pyro oven, and it's running off of MV. And that is doing the same configuration of 4, which should be giving us byproducts, yep. And this tower over here is not in use yet, but I made this in mind for fermented biomass. And that has 7 outputs: methane, methanol, ammonia, dioxide, ethanol, water, and acetic acid, as well as fertilizer. So I have all the outputs there. I might need to get some more tanks, but we'll get to that in due time. Oh, what the hell? I need to clear my base up again. So I don't think I did much over here in terms of these machines. That's not new. That's the fermenter, so that's making the biomass, or processing the biomass, which is being made over here in these 4 breweries here. Oh, and I've been using these infinite water covers more often now. Very nice to be able to just put it on a machine and get 12 buckets of water instantly. Oh, and this mixer here I made for making ferrite mixture dust, which is useful for making nickel zinc ferrite ingot in a blast furnace. The reason I need that is because we need nickel zinc ferrite rings, which are used to make SMD inductors. Could probably also change our recipe to use it here. I think we're probably using the steel ring recipe right here. And that would be a good recipe to get into. Anyway, I also have a bolt maker now, a dedicated bolt maker. I think the rest of that isn't very new. Made another bending machine for foils, wires, screws. And this is responsible for just melting down soldering alloy, which that raises a good point. I need to address this. I made a AE2 setup, if you will, to have items auto-stocked. And I should... Where is it? Oh, here we go. So right here we have an interface with soldering alloy in there, and you can see it's filled up. We also have a storage bus, which tells our system that we have alloy dust. But now in here I have a crafting card, so this is always going to make these items, and I typically try to make crafting cards used as less as possible, at least as not as often, but if I do, it's going to be used in an interface like this. So yeah, that will continue to make items and keep it in here, and probably have a big storage priority there. Okay, so now that I have the 2 pyro ovens, I should be able to have more gas turbines powering our system. How's our benzene supply? Okay, I think it's going back up. But in my inventory here, I do have another tower's worth of parts. Now, I haven't really figured out how to get it with the terminal to make a different sized machine. So I'm generally just going to use the auto build feature for certain machines. I know there's going to be one down the road that's going to be so massive that it will be harder to do it manually. And I am, of course, talking about the rotary hearth blast furnace. This bad boy. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of resources. I wonder if we'll even be able to have all of these things in our inventory. Although I think it doesn't matter. I think if you have partial blocks, it'll be fine. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so this... we'll probably put it here, I guess. And then output bus... there we go. Then 1, 2... okay. Like that. And then the input hatch goes there. The maintenance hatch there. Did I... okay, I put the energy hatches like this. Oop. Okay. Bada boom. I think I mathed out the right amount of casings. I made a little formula in Excel to do all that figuring out for me. It looks like we're golden. There we go. So now I have a third tower here. And if I'm not mistaken... oh. There we go. If I'm not mistaken, I think this one is going to handle wood gas. Yeah, 5. Okay, so we got the 5 there. And... well, I didn't really need an output hatch there. I wonder if I can just get rid of that. Yeah, okay, so good. Alright, so that would be that. And this is going to be again for the fermented biomass, but we're going to need more tanks. Also going to need more interfaces. Now, we're still a ways away from getting the AE2 cells. They practically need EV for the assembler. Did I make anything HV-wise? No. Okay, I thought I had made like a circuit assembler or something like that. Alright, that's... oh, right. So I was auto-crafting some items here. Working on the SMD quest off camera. I think we have everything just about... oh no, we still need platinum. So we're looking at nickel. Nickel ore. With the chemical bath of mercury. Should give us a 70% chance of platinum there. And mercury is from cinnabar. Oh, that's pretty simple enough. So if I were to ore process this... let's see, hammer. And then I could wash it. And then probably centrifuge it, honestly. Oh yeah, I think that's the only way. Yeah, so centrifuging, and we'll get more sulfur and we'll get mercury. So let me go ahead and put that in there. I'll grab that out of there. Oh, we have way more tin than I thought. Okay, so that's great. I can use that for later. I also went and found a lot of bastonicite, which bastonicite, once we turn it into its base form here, if we electrolyze that, we get fluorine and oxygen. And I believe we're going to need fluorine for something or another. Oh, you know what? I think it was because we need to make polytetrafluoroethylene. Oh yeah, here we go. So, well, there's also this, but I'm not really sure what that is useful for right now. We'll get to that later. Okay, so in a regular chemical reactor, we can get hydrochloric acid and tetrafluoroethylene from the hydrofluoric acid and the chloroform. But question is wait, what? Oh. Is chloroform is chlorine as chloroform 2 buckets, so 12. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's the same recipe more or less. Although this does need methane. I'm not really sure what the better option is here, but you guys can probably clue me in on that. So let me get some of these items out of here. So we have left the diode and the transistor. Oh, I thought I had made the transistor recipe. Guess not. And that's just a matter of fine annealed and gallium foil. Oh boy. SMD. Gallium. Oh, great. We can just make it in a smelter. Although, don't really have the means to make. I don't have a multi-smelter yet. That would be probably one thing that I would want to make. Oh yeah, and to get a lot of gallium easily, we want to get some bauxite and wash it in sodium persulfate. That's how I got a lot of gallium recently. So it's another thing that I'm gonna need to look into, making a lot of the sodium persulfate, which, if I remember, that was okay. Yeah, salt and sulfuric acid, and then that electrolyzed. So that's generally not a big pain. Okay, so gallium foil. Okay, so it's gonna need a plate recipe, and then yeah, okay. So bend. All right, I named it plates, and then oil goes there. Okay, SMD tran. So these SMD parts are going to be able to, are going to allow us to make circuits better. In fact, there's a microprocessor that uses the SMDs. There's the integrated nanos. And I guess that's it. So that's 4 of the recipes that we need. But we still need the diode, which means we're going to need platinum. So that was nickel, I believe, with... Heck. I heard a strange noise and I was confused for a second where that was coming from. Yeah, so we're gonna need mercury with more nickel. So that might be something I have to do off camera. Go mining for nickel. But mercury, maybe we can get this set up. So we need the cinnabar. How's this coming along over here? Okay, that should be enough. So I guess I'll just forge hammer this and then centrifuge the output. We are getting closer to HV that I would be able to make an ore processing line. But I still have the hurdle of needing to make nitrobenzene to power HV turbines. And the big thing here is going to be nitration mixture, nitric acid, and wasn't I working on this? Yeah, so we need nitrogen dioxide, which we can make with oxygen. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. So, all right, I wanted to make the large chemical reactor, and nitrogen and oxygen, both of these are very renewable. Will give us the dioxide that we need. And that will allow us to make nitric acid and then this oxide. Not sure what that could be used for. Could probably I guess we could reprocess that into more dioxide or NO2. So yeah, the large chemical reactor is something that we're going to want to get. Doesn't look too crazy with its recipe here. Oh, right. So it needs the large polytetrafluoroethylene pipes, which we're going to need to get the PTFE. And that is going to be a rabbit hole of its own. Hydrofluoric acid, or chloroform, hydrofluoric acid, hydrogen, and fluorine. So we need to get the fluorine processed. Which comes from, again, it was a bastonosite. Yeah, the bastonosite. Okay. All right. So we got a little work ahead of us to take care of. So there's the tank. Can I get a storage bus or two? Oh, no. We might be in trouble. That is the thing that I'm going to have to go and mine for. Gold. Off camera. But for the meanwhile, I'll just put these back in there. Oh, and that's another thing that I did off camera, is I finally put a recipe into the blast furnace over there to make steel, instead of me just having to make it. Eventually, I want to get that completely automated. Have a dedicated blast furnace just for it. And then I would have to feed... Ooh, sorry, hold on. I would need to feed iron ingots into an arc furnace as a dedicated means to make wrought iron. And have like an emitter on the top or the front and say, okay, stop making when we have this many steel or wrought iron or something like that. But I don't want to get too much into active multi-blocks right now, because we're already pulling a lot of power as it is using the HV multi-block machines. Holy crap. Sorry about that. Okay, so there's that. We want to get an electrolyzer, which I had one already made, apparently, so that's good. We want to get a conveyor. Don't really need speed, honestly. Bast. Site. So if I were to hammer these and then center... Well, I guess washing it would be easier, honestly. Faster, anyway. So, yeah. Hopper... I always forget that I have a forge hammer over here. Is that going to go in? Yeah, okay, cool. So that will feed into our hammer. That will make us the bastonosite here. And you know what? I might just cut here to allow me to get the bastonosite dust. Oh, that's another thing. I'm going to need to make another tower. So, okay. I'm going to cut here. I'm going to get the resources I need. Oh, where's that coming from? Anyways, I'll come back after I get the resources that I need, and we'll go back. And we'll continue with the building and the setup here towards making the fluid that we need. All right, back in a bit. All right, I am back. So it turns out I had a lot of baskets already prepared for this purpose. But for right now, I'm going to get a tower set up here. So let's see, 2 spaces. All right, so I think 1, 2. Go. And then 1, 2, 3. I'll get the rest later. Okay, so put that there. Put that in there. Okay. And we'll put an item there. Output there. Bada boom. And then like this. Okay. So let's see, I can go ahead and break this down. And then boom, 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 boom. Okay. And I have some conduit left. Let me separate that. Oh, and that goes there. Oh, why are you over there? Okay. So in there, we're going to put that. Oh, I need to tweak that. There we go. And now that's going to process up the bastnasite. Oh. We're going to need another interface to eject the items. Unless... Okay, it won't work like that. Damn. All right. So I'll just turn that back there. So now we have the fluorine, but that needs a space to go. So we're just gonna, I wonder if I can do it like this. Okay, cool. So I can just immediately put the fluid in there. And now we are gonna go over to our main room, put this tank down, set it up so that we'll have a means storing it. Oh wow, I can't talk today. That's why this episode is gonna be a little bit not unproductive, but it's not gonna be the most productive. Gotta go get some more resources mainly. And I mean, there's just a lot of machines, a lot of steps that I'm gonna have to be doing to get to where we want to be. Making a lot of progress. All right, so there we have the fluorine. And let me just teleport back. Is that interface done crafting yet? Okay, not yet. Conveyor. Okay, so there's the interface. Grab that. Put that back in there. Put that back in there. Don't need any of this stuff right now. Alright, so that's gonna be... Yeah, so what I'm gonna be doing between episodes now is I'm gonna need to go get some more gold. Probably gonna need to get some other resources too. But now, our main goal is turning that fluorine into hydrofluoric. With the hydrofluoric, we're going to start making the tetrafluoroethylene. And then the polytetrafluoroethylene. So oxygen, and that will work. So we're going to need 2 more reactors from what it looks like. Well, 1 for that. Another for that. Chlorine, methane. Okay, so the methane we're going to be getting from wood gas, so that's good. Also the fermented biomass. Okay. So yeah, we got some pieces of the puzzle put together here. But hopefully about an episode or two we'll have the polytetrafluoroethylene coming along nicely. And I believe it's going to be extra great because Polytetra, this stuff is basically useful for all manner of things. Holes, making the cables. I think the cables use it. Or maybe not. Oh, I think it was styrene butadiene. But yeah. It does have some uses later. Anyway, so put that there. And put that in there. And that should be fine on export, yeah. Alright. Yeah, there we go. So now that is processing all of our bastnaesite. We're gonna get, what was it, carbon and calcite? I think. Yeah, carbon and carbon and cerium, okay. Alright, so that's coming along. And let's see. Anything else I can do? Maybe get 3 more reactors. Oh boy. Okay, I need more aluminium. Honestly, I should just put that as a recipe as well into the blast furnace. Although it might be better for me to just put it into the hydrogen. This is the hydrogen one, I believe, right? Yeah, or nitrogen. The nitrogen blast furnace. Because that is more cost effective to put that in there. But that is a question. We're using, okay, about 6,200? Or 5,000? 6,000? That's fluctuating. But you can see that we're generating more power than we're using, so that's good. Right now, at least. Okay, so reactor. Oh, not that many. Okay. Now, why did I want the large chemical reactor again? I thought I wanted it for some reaction. Oh, right. It was for the nitrogen and oxygen to get the dioxide. Yeah, okay. So right now, we're still going to need the reactors. And we still need a little bit more aluminium. Getting there. Close. Oh, come on. There we go. Ah! There we go. I'm getting that issue already where AE2 can only figure out... has issues figuring out where things are, thanks to the tree farm and whatnot. So I think this will be a good video highlight. But, I mean, what I was trying to say there was that the tree farm has storage buses, and AU2 has issues sometimes with storage bus shenanigans. But in any case, I think this is going to be an episode for now. This is more of an update episode than it was a work episode. But the next few episodes should be getting more into doing some work. Try to have resources ready to go. And I hope you did enjoy it, and I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.